Hello everybody, welcome to the Sound Test Room. Today we are taking a look at a LayR synthesizer and a brand new pack from DMT Cymatics for LayR. The pack contains 22 complete performances and 90 individual instruments. Very, very, very cool. LayR is a complex synthesizer. It's not the easiest thing to program because it takes time and effort. So there are millions of sound packs and stuff available. However, DMT has spent a load of time programming this. Right now, as we go through this, you're going to understand how LayR works, and I'm going to play you loads of, probably get through all of the performances. Here's one of them. So a performance is made up of individual instruments or programs, if you like. So let's just go and have a quick look at the Gumroad page where you can buy the pack. And here you will find it, 90 instruments, 22 performances with a sci-fi space theme, but you know, you can use them for anything you like. The pack is $5.99, which to be fair is an absolute bargain because like I said, LayR is a monster of an instrument and it takes absolutely ages to program, as you will gather as we go through the app. Right now, I'm going to explain extremely carefully how you install the two packs. You will get two files, okay, and they'll look like this: DMT Cymatics Programs Bank 2 and DMT Cymatics. Right, so both of them will look like this. This here is the LayR, is the performance bank, and this is the program bank. Okay, so you will see that I have them on it's my iCloud, and where are we? You find LayR. So obviously you'll have LayR in your iCloud drive. You find it down here somewhere. So here we go. I found it now. So you'll find on iCloud drive, you'll find this folder. It says LayR. Open this, and there are the two banks, right, that we've just seen. Now, when you import them, you'll probably import them to your downloads or whatever. All you've got to do is move them into your LayR folder. That's the first thing to do. Move those two files into your LayR folder. So let's go back to LayR, and I'm going to just initialize this patch. So click on this here. This is your like performance loading side. So click and hit init, right? So first of all, we'll load the performances this side, and then the programs are loaded this side, right? So first of all, you tap on the little up arrow here, and you'll see I've got in slot 99 DMT Cymatics, right? So if I click on slot 98, there's nothing in there. It's empty. It's an empty slot. You must choose an empty bank, and you have tons and tons and tons of them. Okay, so like, you know. So I'm going to choose this empty bank. I'm going to click import bank. Click it, right? And if you're not directly taken to LayR, you can go and find it, you know, by going to the iCloud drive. And then, like I said, we're importing a performance now. So we want this one first. So click on this. It'll say import complete. Click OK. And you'll see that now I've got two exact same copies of these 22 performances. Okay, so they're the same, right? So let's go and look at how to import the programs. It's basically the same technique. Let's close this, and this time we go here. So if I click on the load performance, you'll see I've got DMT Cymatics there, and I have got all these 90 different sounds here, okay? So I am going to close this again like that and click on the upload one. And click, and you'll see you've got all these banks again. So we could click on this, right? Click import bank, and then use import. This is it. You want the program bank, so it's bank 2. Click on that. Import successful. It'll load in there, and there you have all your sounds in, which would be an exact copy of this. So, okay, and they're tiny files because it uses synthesis layers of synth. Right, okay, let's close this, and let's load another performance. So, like I said, we have all of these. Now, some of these are just going to start to play automatically. So, for instance, if it plays, right? Let's close it. Master volume. If you don't want it to just play and you don't want to use the performance, just hit latch and it'll switch it off. And now you can play whatever you like. Okay, let me quickly explain how this works. So these will be made up. You see, you've got drone bells, acid squares, noise, rattles, quantiput, sci-fi sound. These are all mixture of those performances, those programs. So if I solo this, for example, where are we? Okay, and we can mix the match. These will be our MIDI channels. And this is the keyboard range, so you can set a different keyboard range for each layer. Now, obviously, this is why people don't release loads of packs with it, because you get an idea of how deep this is. So, for example, depends on the range, but if I go into my keyboard range here, you'll see that, scroll that over a little bit, the DMT Cymatics has made this quite wide, but you see, I've gone below the range and I've extended it again. And you can do crossfading and all that kind of cool stuff, see? So if it's between layers, because you've got multiple layers. Now, so that's setting your keyboard player. Each of these layers can contain a different synthesizer. So for example, if I open this one, what's one we're working with? This one. Let me open this. This is made up of one synth. Let me open this one. This is made up of 4 synthesizers. Let's concentrate on this one just for a sec. If I want to program the synth, I open this and I get the complete synth engine. So can you imagine how deep this can get? And you'll hear there's an arpeggio on this as well. So let's just close this a sec and open the ARP. So you can program arpeggios and all kind of cool performance stuff. Let's go on to another performance, otherwise we'll be here all a live long day. Let's close that. You can hit multiple notes, but like I said, take latch off and you're free to program as you wish. So look, we've got, I'm going to go to another performance. I think that might have been the same performance. Not sure. Let me go to Event Horizon. Epic. Like I said, you can mix all this stuff. I could even, if I wanted to, like for example, let's see. Let me solo this. Okay, so this hasn't got an ARP on it. Let's have a look at the keyboard range. It's pretty much spread all over. I could say, well, I'm going to just replace that program. So go in here, choose a new sound, and maybe go with this super drone. And now we've added this in. By the same token, we could just go and add in another instrument as well. Let's just double tap this. Let's look at what we've got here. Maybe choose another one. What's this? Don't know what this is, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to That's the sound we've just put in. So we have different options here. We can look at different mixes. We have macros. You can assign macros to anything, really. You can assign multiple controls. You have some effects as well. You can play with EQ, reverb, and a delay. Oh, it's AUV3 layer anyway. Let's carry on looking at the pack, because that's why we're here. Look, I mean, this one's massive. 2 synths in there. 2 in there. 2 in there. I mean, you can have... Right, I don't... Let me just stop that. I don't even know how many... If we added another synth, say, another layer here, and go like this, we end up with having one synthesizer. But you can just carry on adding stuff, you know. It's just it's just bonkers. It's bonkers. Look, create new layer, duplicate layer. It's massive. LayR is absolutely huge. Let's load in another program, another performance. Sorry, this one's instruments, but it'll be made up of. That again, sort of mouse in the way of the keyboard, so made up a bunch of different sounds. Just chili beans. Play around with the mix. Good example of how LayR works. If we select Sci-fi lead, so I'm going to carry on in a bit, but if we select Sci-fi leads collection 2 and I close this, and I play one note, it's going to be really loud. So I'm going to just turn this down, because what it's going to do is play every single one of those sounds. Which is okay, right? But you'll see we've got Biosphere, E-Guitar, Mod Wheel, Fictional Universe, Xenomorph, this one, Gravity Wave, what is that? Zoids, Astra. So if I solo, say, for instance, Biosphere, I could use that as a lead on its own. Or, see, these are all kind of... Or go in and replace a particular program or instrument, if you like, just by going in here and going, well, okay, what's this one? I'll replace it with that. So maybe blend it with this one. And at the moment, this is mono, so let's change it to poly. So this will be more than one synth when it's two. Of course, you can mix between individual synths as well. This is a really, really good pack. If you're liking the video so far, please strike the like. Subscribe to the channel. Or consider becoming a Patreon. Awesome stuff. And we can just mute out certain areas as well. So LayR can be as simple or as complex as you like. Depends again on the ranges. It's just awesome. It's just awesome. And it's really nice to see stuff being programmed for LayR again. So I won't go with the leads collection again because you know what kind of works. Epic. Let's see what we've got now. Was that one? Jupiter Brain. So if we start kind of a one note, epic stuff. What we got now, I think we're really there with the actual, but I'm going to show you more about the actual single things as well. So, space bass collection, right? So now we'll have a bunch of kind of basses, but if we just solo one, so again, another collection of basses. So for example, look, let's just go here to go, we'll just init this again. So init, and I'll show you how you can build your own. So first of all, we want to be importing loading up a performance, a program. So remember that these are your performances. Performances are a collection of programs. So if you want to load one instrument, we can say, what's this one? Let's just load that one, shall we? Just for fun. And it's done. So now I have, and it goes across pretty much the whole thing. Okay, and we can adjust the sound a bit, so it's just one synth. You could change the waves, you know, it's programming the synth. So we've chosen that one sound. Let's just go into effects here and stick a bit of reverb on. So let's add in, let's close that synth over. Let's add in another program. Maybe, okay. Okay, so that's another one we'll stick in. So now we've got two. Now we can go in, add in another one. And of course, you can add from anything, anywhere else. You've got pad components, bass components, key components, different stuff from all over LayR. Let's stick with DMT. Go. And on you can go, just adding in different instruments. another one. So now we're getting somewhere, look. And then don't forget you have total control over the actual layout of that sound, how it interacts with the other sounds, you know, with your crossfades and stuff like that. Where are we? Where you select the layer. How you can do all this stuff. It's massive. Guys, if you watch this video premiere, thank you very, very, very much. The link's in the description, of course, to go and buy the pack from Gumroad if you're a LayR user. It's just epic. People love it when people do stuff for LayR. Awesome. And I will see you later. I'll just for a couple of minutes blast through a couple of these. Just for fun, I'll let them play. And I'll see you guys later. Ta-da!